Hello everyone, it's me again, Nancy Finch, doing Tea with Nan. Oh, it's a Monday. It's 12 o'clock. It's raining outside, but it's also very beautiful. So I hope some of you are on there, can hear me, can talk to me, and hope you've got a nice cuppa. I've got a nice cat cup. And so it's going to be a very informal little chat today, and just to make sure you're okay and talk about some nice things and talks that might help you. So someone's just given me a little heart, so I don't know who's on there already, but say hi and I'll know who you are. But happy Monday. It's lovely. I love Mondays, as you all know. New beginnings, anything can happen. You can plan for the whole week, can't you? So yeah, it's very gloomy out there, but it's so beautiful. Oh, Julie, you're the first on today. Hi, darling. I hope you're okay. I hope you got yourself a nice cuppa. I've got a nice cup of tea, Earl Grey with oat milk. It's a bit cold today, so I've got a chunky jumper on. I feel all cosy. So I hope you're okay, Julie. Oh, it's nice that you're there. And yeah, a lot of people are working. A lot of people have got things to do. They're all busy, you know, busy time of year. So it is getting busier. We've got to kind of bring ourselves back a little bit and just be still and breathe and be peaceful just in a moment when we get those moments. Not everyone's got those moments. I've got a cat on my lap at the moment. I'll show you. Really sweet. Oh, hi, Andy. So I've got Guinea on my... No, put your head up, Guinea. There you go. You can't really see the cat. She's got her head down. But she's a very relaxing thing to have on your lap. Hi, Faye. I've got Guinea on my lap today. She decides she wants to... Oh, now she's not very happy. Well, she is hormonal. That's the problem. I've got a cat who's very hormonal. And today we're talking about endocrine systems and we're talking about hormones. I have a cuppa with hemp milk. Oh, that sounds nice, says Julie. That's lovely. I've not tried hemp milk. I might have to try and get some of that. I'm always into buying and trying new things. So I hope you're okay, all of you, from last week. I love doing my Nan talks, and I did one on Saturday. And I put it on here, and I also put it on YouTube. So I'm hoping that some people would have watched that. That was about stop complaining. How easy it is for us to complain. We do it all the time. We do it because we get so used to doing it, and then we think it's normal. And as a nation, we complain. And we've got to learn to not do it for so many reasons, especially for our body's health. Okay, we've got to stop. Otherwise, we take our immune system down by doing it, and we don't want to do that. Oh, Sarah says, I made it today. Oh, that's nice. That's really good. Well done. I'm glad you managed to make it. Not everyone remembers because there's so many things going on. So it is nice that you're here, Sarah. I'm hoping you're having a lovely day and you've got something nice planned today. So yeah, the sun is starting to shine again. So if you can get out and enjoy yourself, you know. Kelly Fry is watching. Oh, hi, Kelly. Happy Monday to you. We can all say cheers with our cuppas, can't we? And you can start the week in a bit of a higher, happier vibration, okay? Most people, they start the week with, oh, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, you know, all the commitments they've got. And before they know it, they've just kind of brought their balloon down a bit. So you've got less energy for the rest of the week or to manifest what you want. And of course, what you're thinking about, you're bringing more of that into your consciousness by the law of attraction. So, and I go on about that a lot in my talks anyway. So I'm always very careful what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling. Hope you are well. Yes, I'm very well, Kelly. Thank you. I choose to be well. If I feel I'm not well, then I just basically take one of my tools out of my emotional toolbox and I make sure I use it. And that's what I do. And so far, I think it's 39 so far out of 70 that I'm going to present. And the one on Saturday I put on just a couple of days back was stop complaining. So it does really help you. You know, lots of people, when they start listening to the logic of why we should stop, we do it. They just get on with it. Hi, Irene. Oh, your face has popped up. Hi, darling. I've got a cat on my lap and she's very warm and comfortable now. But I hope you got your Tigger, your beautiful cat there. You know, animals are so good for us. They calm us down. Well, some calm us down. Some cats are frantic. I've got another cat in there that's quite frantic. But so this one's calm at the moment. So hormones affect us in lots of ways. Endocrine system is what we're really talking about today. And it links with our stress, our hormones. It can affect everything about us. It can affect our immune system. It can affect lots of parts of our bodies. Our whole body is governed by hormones. The endocrine system is interesting because, I mean, if you have fight and flight, imagine you've got all that extra energy going to the center of your body to get away from something you feel is stressing you out, you know. Irene says, yes, she has beautiful Tigger. Oh, you're so lucky. He's lovely. You must be getting on a bit now, actually. I wonder how old he is. Do you know how old he is, Irene? Yeah, I've seen him a few years ago, didn't I? So, yeah, he's beautiful. It's one when there's a little baby kitten. So, you can see how informal this is, can't you? Nice cup of tea, chatting about our hormones. Well, hormones can affect you in lots of ways. And I know from the clients I deal with that they can affect your sleep pattern, your mood. They can affect you physically, emotionally, mentally. Oh, Irene says he's 4 years old. Goodness, that's gone quick. 4 years old. Wow. Guinea here is, I think she must be 13, I think. Yes. It's lucky for her, isn't it? Yeah, so hormones can affect you in so many ways. We want them to be balanced. We want our endocrine system to be calm, don't we? And if we don't do that, then we suffer some kind of inflammation in our bodies, in our minds, in our emotions, really. So I've got 4 talks. I'm only going to do 4 today that link with these things because I've got, for instance, 4 main areas I've chosen to look at for the body, for the hormones, the endocrine system. All the body is affected, as you know, but I'm choosing 4 areas. And I'm using my little chart here as always. So I'm going to start with the top one here. This is here. And you know I talk about this bit always. The pituitary gland is always, hypothalamus and pituitary are always affecting your hormones, you see. So we're going to be talking about indigo. And the best one I found that really helps this area, although I've got lots of talks that affect it. The best one I found is the 3 V's I go on about. I value me, I validate me, I very much love me. And that's dated on the 15th of the 2nd, 21 on my website. So if you want to go and have a listen to that, I found that that really does help this area to open. And when this area opens, you are feeling much more balanced. It's almost like everything can work better in that area. And naturally, it will start to balance itself. So if you use the 3 V's, it's one of my favourites that people know because it's simple. You can remember it. You can write it out. You can put it in front of a mirror. You can do whatever you want with that. I tend to just remember it. And whenever I feel like I wake up too much in the night, maybe, or whenever you feel like it's slightly off or your mood's slightly off, that might be an indication, then just do the 3 V's. It helps. So I value me. I validate me. I very much love me. Really good, I find, for the pituitary gland. And that is on my website, www.nancyfinch.co.uk. So if you go on there, you can catch up on all the talks I'm about to present. So, and the ones I've done previous. And meditations as well. They're quite good on there. So help yourself. Have fun. Share them. So, yes, now we get to the blue area. I'm just doing this in a slightly different way than normal. This blue area here in your body, represented here, is... Oh, someone's just given me a little heart. Hi, John. Nice to see you. My darling cousin's on. Naomi's on. Hi, Naomi. It's lovely. Glad you're here. I thought you'd all be working, so it's nice to have some extra company. I'd be talking to myself otherwise, wouldn't I? So, okay, number 5, the 5th chakra here. This is your governing your thyroid, this area here, represented by blue. Thyroid, as we all know, is very important for lots of reasons. So not just this, I mean, you're looking at your neck, everything in this area works better when you're using one of the talks I've got to open this. So the one I've chosen, because it's got lots of things going on, it's repetitive, it's about sound. Oh, Naomi says she's happy to be here. It's lovely that you're here. Thank you, Naomi. Isn't it nice? It's like having a little Monday meeting with all of us. And a cup of tea. Lovely. Okay, going back to the one I've chosen for the throat chakra is the moving mantras one. Now, a lot of people that have used that recently, my clients and friends and people on here, of course. What are you saying here? She's got a week off and happy. Oh, lovely. I'm glad you got a week off, Naomi. I hope you do lots of nice things. Perhaps you can listen to a few of the talks. But the moving mantras is really powerful because it goes into a deeper level of self. You know, you're using words, sound, movement. You know, you're making up your own affirmation. Whatever affirmations you make up, you're making to a beat. It's like having a happy song that you create. So if you want to look at that, that's on the 1st of the 3rd, 21. That's number 5. So if you go to that, have a listen and think, okay, I'm just going to play with that. And when you're playing with sound, this one opens. And a lot of people that I know on here that go to choirs and have, you know, like singing or dancing, expressing, this naturally opens. So this would help you in this area if you were to use that. It definitely helps your hormones and your thyroid, okay? And I've found a lot of people I know that have had thyroid issues, when they start singing, when they start making up mantras, when they're doing something creative, they tend to have that a lot healthier. You know, some people have seen a lot of conditions subside or even go away, actually. When all this is working properly and it's flowing, then you won't have constriction or any inflammation in there. Well, hopefully not anyway. Have a little play with the moving mantras. I really like that one. And people, as I say, can make their own up. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're expressing something you want. It's giving yourself a feeling of support, which is really lovely. Your inner child almost loves that. And if you want some help to make up the moving mantras for yourself, and you think, well, what do I write? What do I put on an affirmation that I make to a sound and a rhythm and a beat? Then I can help you with that. So have a listen to the moving mantras, and I can help you create something for you that will help you. And then it's your own personal prescription, if you like. So I'm happy to do that. I like doing the moving mantras. I use them every day for different things. And I think they're fun. You don't have to work on all the tools at the same time that I present, but you can play with them and think this one is right for today. Oh, hi Gail, you're on here as well. Love it. I haven't seen you for a long time. It's nice. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday, because it's very peaceful here at the moment. I love that. A few birds in the trees. I live near the woods. It's really nice. Cat on my lap. So 3 V's is I'm using for the pituitary glands, the moving mantras for the thyroid area. Oh, hi darling. It's nice to see your names pop up. So the next one I've chosen is called the wheel, and I've chosen that for the yellow area. This is one here. This area here is where a lot of stress is, where our fight and flight kind of gets, you know, activated here. That affects your spine when that's going down. When that energy, thoughts produce feelings, and feelings produce a physiological change in your body, and an emotional change, of course, it goes down. And when this goes down, you suffer in that area. So for your adrenal glands, pancreas, everything in that area, we really do need to keep that calm, you know. There's a couple of things on my website, on my talks, that would help you, like Still the Waters would help you, for instance. But the one I've chosen today is the wheel, because I like the wheel. You can use it in so many different ways. And so that is where I present an idea of having like a cartwheel, and you go into the center of that cartwheel, into the hub. So you kind of leave the chaos and everything around, and you go in. And I know some of you on here already use this, but you could use it to avoid stress. So imagine you've got a stressful situation. Think of the opposite of that. Maybe it's just calm or peace or solution. And you take yourself in there. Hi, Sonia. Nice to see your face pop up. So you're taking yourself with a deep breath and mindfulness into a calmer place. You feel protected and safe in the wheel. And if you listen to that, you'll understand how it works. It doesn't matter what you put in there, as long as you escape this. You escape the chaos, you escape the stress and the worry, and you move into a place of more mindful intention. So you're taking yourself in, and you're enjoying that space of respite. And in there, you can create anything you like. So I use the wheel every single day. I have a nice little routine going on. You might think, how do I get a chance to do any work when I've got all these tools I use? But they only take a couple of minutes to use when you feel like using them. So the wheel I do because I think if you use the wheel, then you're mindful, you're intentional, and by the law of attraction, you're more likely to attract what you have just created inside your wheel. So I recommend you do it. It doesn't take much to do. And once you start doing it, you'll like how you feel, and then you'll want to do it more and more and more. Okay? So have a go at that. That is going to take you away, especially in stressful situations, because that's what affects this area, that yellow area. So take yourself in, and create peace or happiness or safety, or just hide away from the world. I don't mind. Whatever you want or do you well, it'll do you good to do. Okay, so the last part of the body that I'm going to focus on for this area is the orange. Of course, that links beautifully with the hormones. This orange and the indigo, they link together those areas of the body. And I find, of course, that's reproductive system and everything else. But it's lots of things. It's mood. But I find that when those areas in particular are down, the orange and the indigo, these areas, for whatever emotional reason there is, it does have an effect on your body down in that area, so that people have more imbalances in that physical area, or in here, their eyes are more sensitive, or something isn't working quite right in that area. It could be digestion, could be reproductive, anything. So this is governed by the hormones, these two here. So if you were to use the 3 V's for the indigo, and you were going to use the one I'm going to give you now for the orange area, you'll have a double whammy, if you like, a double effect, a linking effect that would help both those areas. Let's face it, it can't do you any harm. It's good to have your hormones in balance. I've had to struggle with that for years, so I do play a lot with these. So so that's number 19 I'm going to recommend, and that's Be Your Own Cake. Now, a lot of people have loved this because you start to learn how to be the source of your own happiness. You learn how to give yourself what you're longing for, needing from any relationship around you. That's not a bad idea. So you learn how to buy yourself the flowers and give yourself a treat and give yourself the hug and be more self-supportive. And funny enough, that does really help your thyroid as well. So they all kind of link and have an effect on each other. Just like all the body systems have an effect on all of you. You know, it's all very linked and necessary to connect. We do that with our emotions, and our thoughts connect to our emotions, and that affects this area, all these areas here. My talks affect many of those areas. So you're a winner no matter what one you listen to or play with. And then you can let me know how you get on with it. I love your feedback. So Be Your Own Cake is really good because it's good for all of that area. It's good for sleep. It's good for mood. Imagine that you're not up and down with all your emotions. And by the way, men get a lot of hormone imbalances as well. I find that they're always surprised when I tell them. I do a little card reading to show them, a colour card reading. And my male clients always say to me, I can't believe I've got an imbalance. But I said, you've got this or this going on. And I can tell by the readings what emotion is stopping them from being completely who they want to be, really. You know, they're more productive self, they're more happier, more balanced self, really. Because when your hormones are out, you're not balanced. And somehow you'll feel it, something will be off. And other people often suffer that as well. Because if they're around you and you're suffering, they can either take on your feelings or they can be affected by what you are, in the vibe you give out. So, men and women have hormone imbalances. And we have at different times of our lives, obviously, when we're growing, when we're going through certain stages of change. So it's good to keep that in balance as much as you can, okay? So these 4 that I've recommended are very good for you because Be Your Own Cake, the last one I've said, is just about realising that if we take the attention off of wanting everyone else from the outside of us to give us what we need, that we can give ourselves feelings that we expect from other people. That's a really good way of valuing yourself. And when you value yourself, that area opens up, that orange area. I've just frightened the cat. So this area here opens and you just feel better. Helps your body to work better. So you've got nothing to lose. Anyway, I hope you like those 4. People know I do lots of online readings, and they know I do vouchers for that as well, guys, for Christmas. So if you're interested in sharing me with other people, the lovely card reading I do, and also I've got other things I do as well. I can offer meditations because it's all very private and very individual. People need individual attention, not just a general thing. So I offer individual help, almost like a life coach, really, just pointing in the right directions for what emotion you need to overcome to be the best you can be. So I'm always doing that. Contact me if you want any online sessions or one-to-one if you're in my area. I have got a lot of work, so but I always like to offer it first, perhaps vouchers for Christmas. I've sold quite a few vouchers because people want those to give to their family. Really nice. What a lovely gift. Also, I'm going to just remind you of my angel card readings I do in January mostly, and so they're starting to get booked up. and people love the readings because they're always positive. They're always something to look forward to, and they're gifts from your guides. Okay, so having said that, I'm going to choose you a card now. I wasn't planning on doing this today. It just, I've got hearts and lots of hugs. Oh, thank you guys. Hugs to you too. And everybody knows I love hugging. So I'm giving you all a nice hug on here. Yes. Right, I'm going to pick a card for everybody just because I love you all. And I'm just going to... okay. Body care. That's an interesting one. Well, that's more physical, guys. It means that we're doing too much. It means all of us are doing too much. And we've got to self-nurture. Can you see that card? Self-nurture. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a bit of a slowing down time. It's all moving a bit quick going towards Christmas. We do need to stop and heal ourselves from that rushing around. You know, perhaps the wheel will be good for this one. Take yourself in and just give yourself a hug in the wheel. Breathe. And when you come back out from it, you're going to have more energy, more ideas, everything just flows better. But we have to learn to stop. I mean, we wouldn't run a car hundreds of miles every day without expecting something to go wrong with it. You know, you can't run your own body that way either. So, hi Anna, nice to see you. So we've got to be mindful, and obviously this card is representing a little bit of mindfulness, just to watch what we're saying yes to when we really could just make everything more simple. Keep it simple, just move it into a simple, do what you have to do and rest when you need it. It's hard to give ourselves permission to rest when we need it. Hi Rachel, nice to see you, darling. We just think, oh, we'll just carry on, we'll finish that job and do that, do that, and do that. But this card is telling all of us that we do need to just stop, pull back a bit, even if it's 5 minutes with a cup of tea, listening to me. Or go on to my site, as I said, and have a listen to one of the talks. It can't do you any harm, okay? It can only make you regroup yourself, really. That's what you deserve. And you'll be more for other people. You'll have more energy, more petrol in your tank, and your emotional balloon will be higher, which is what we want. So if you're listening to this on, well, I'm going to put it on YouTube, then obviously I'd like you to like, subscribe and share, because it's really good to get it out there and help as many people, your friends and family. They need to have the antidote to stress. You know, we tend to expect stress part of this year, you know, or we're moving up to this area of the year. It's going to be stressful. It doesn't have to be. It's all in the mind. It's not really a circumstantial thing. It's how we see it. So if we can change how we look at it, then it won't have that impact on us. It's something to consider. I used to be the world's worst worry and the biggest stress head ever. I used to stress every day. And it's quite normal for me to do that. So I got into a habit of it and thinking that was my life. And I don't do it now. Oh, Naomi. Oh, that's lovely. Naomi says she's listened to a few of the things I've done on YouTube. Of course, they're all, I put them on there now, and I've put them on from my website and obviously Facebook. And I love Facebook because it's friendly as well. And you lot, I just love seeing you every Monday. Really nice. So I've talked about the angel card readings. If you want one, contact me and we'll arrange it. Okay, really good. Next week, on here for the Tea with Nan, I'm going to be doing a little chat, not so much the physical thing now. I'm going to talk about depression because a couple of my clients have been suffering from that, and it brought me to a place of thinking, well, yeah, that's absolutely right, John. Slow down and relax for a while. Have your cup of tea, darling. My dear cousin just said he needs to slow down as well. Yes, you do. So going back to what I'm going to do next week for Tea with Nan, it's going to be about depression. I just feel in my heart that that's what a lot of people, they're either feeling or suffered, or they've been through something of that. And I just want to show people where they can point. Oh, I was just looking at the screen there. John's still talking there. Yeah, I'm just going to point them in the direction of perhaps a few talks that would help that area where depression lies in the physical body, and what basic tool we can use to undo that, which would be really good. Because depression is obviously a hormone thing as well, or it can be a hormone thing, but it's obviously thoughts and feelings that produce all that. It's all going to be up here. I'm going to be talking a lot about that next week. So it can be a happy discussion about how we can address that feeling. And I've had a lot of success with people that have needed help in that area. So have a little listen to that next week with me. And also the talk I'm going to do next week is about the boat with no hole. Have no hole in your boat. It's about having two boats, you and a person you love or care about, and they're sinking, and you're not allowed to put a hole in your boat because you're sinking with them, and that doesn't do you any good. But I show you how to overcome feelings of worry about somebody, and that's using that image. So if you want to listen to that, that would probably be on next week. And then I can talk about that with you. So, thank you for the hugs, everybody. It's really nice to be here. Can't believe the cat's still on my lap. And, well, it's been nearly half an hour. It's 25 minutes. Goodness, you're still with me. That's lovely. So it's a namaste moment to all of you, and give yourself a big hug. You know, do a bit of that. Do a bit of self-nurturing. Just realise that we can't run in fourth gear, fifth gear all day long. We have to give ourselves that moment, or there's no balance, and that can upset our hormones because we're just rushing around, and stress and worry causes physical and emotional problems with ourselves, and then we have that effect on other people by the vibe we give out. So I hope you've enjoyed our little chat today. Oh, that's nice, Irene. Hugs to you too, my darling. Really lovely. Stay warm, stay cozy, stay emotionally high. You know, keep your emotional balloon here, okay? Oh, thank you, Julie. Oh, it's all right. I have to give my own advice to me. That's how I made it all up. Goodness, I had to invent things I'm now sharing. So thank you very much for your beautiful validation. What are you saying here? Oh, yes, on the website. Yeah, someone's just tuned in, so Lisa's going to watch me on the website. Just to remind you, it's www.nancyfinch.co.uk. So have a little listen to some of the talks I've done on there. The ones I've told you about that would be really good for stress and for hormones and endocrine system is number 3, number 5, number 7, and number 19. So have some fun with them. Another namaste moment. I shall see you next week. Lots of love to all of you, and stay well. See you soon. Bye, darlings.